Hello, welcome to another Evil Clown Slayer review. Today we're going to be looking at the McFarlane Warhammer 40,000 Darktide Traitor Guard Variant. And this is a GameStop exclusive. So they weren't very common, but we'll talk about that shortly. So just to start out, here we go. This is very similar to one we've already seen, but it does come with some different weapons. We have the las pistol and the hacker over here, the base you see back there as well. But he looks very similar to the previous Traitor Guard variant we looked at. But this one has, I think, a slightly different color. We'll compare him in a minute. But he does definitely have a face mask. But going through the typical review here of the boxes, get that grimdark side. Got that picture of the figure here. And then another picture of that figure as well. So, as far as where to buy, again, at one point he was a GameStop exclusive, but, not to spoil anything, but he is now available on the McFarlane.com website. I was pretty pumped about that. Now, I'm not pumped about some of the things about that. The shipping seems a little bit ridiculous, but you can at least get them better. You can get them cheaper than what you'd get for some of the scalpers on eBay. But we'll take a look. We're going to open him up in just a moment here, and we'll take a closer look. Okay, welcome back. First of all, I'll apologize if you hear any mini evil clown slayers in the background. I tried to quiet them down, but they don't listen. Threatened abuse and physical violence, but it doesn't work. It's because they're tough. But here you go. So this was a GameStop exclusive not too long ago, but they sold out extremely quickly. They were gone within a couple days of them showing available on the website. I went to go purchase one literally the day I did my review of these two guys, and they were already sold out. And I got those guys early. So it was kind of frustrating on my side. But I did find out that they sold it on McFarlane. The shipping was a little on the steep side for a single figure. The shipping was about half the price of the figure himself. I'm in the Michigan area, and it was about $12 for shipping. Seemed a little on the steep side for a $20 figure. But other than that, I can't complain too much. Obviously, I love these figures. I love everything McFarlane is doing. I would rather pay directly to McFarlane than pay a middleman like GameStop, who's just taking a cut of the profits and not helping create more of these figures. So, if you have the opportunity to buy directly from the McFarlane website, I say do it. I'm sure the more the people that buy directly from the website, the more these figures are going to make. And outside of the Darktide, I'm hoping they keep going with all the other Warhammer figures. And I'm sure we'll talk about that soon in the next couple weeks. But back to the McFarlane website. Let's take a look at the description here. I'm going to try to read this word for word, but I am a couple beers in, and I apologize if I bumbled this up. Description. These brave, well-trained, and determined veterans are, or were, human conscript troops who were recruited to regiments and sent into the unknown with no idea of what they'd face. Most troopers served brilliantly and bravely, remaining loyal to their imperial duty despite everything they experience. But others fall prey to the insidious touch of chaos. They become literally, in some cases, the very thing they are fighting against. So there you go. That's the McFarlane website description of these things. I don't think I read that off in the last explanation, but yes, we kind of talked about previous videos, chaos being the source of evil for this universe. Alright, welcome back. Sorry, it's a busy house tonight. The evil clown family is out and about. So, quick explanation of these things. Again, most of the time, these guys are created by loyal Imperial Guardsmen or Imperial troopers, people that fight for the Imperium, that are loyal to the Emperor and all the people they fight for. And then they might decide, hey, you know what, we're getting taxed pretty hard. And they slowly start with that, and they say, hey, you know what, I don't want to pay my taxes anymore. And then they slowly decide, hey, you know what, I'll take any help I can get to fight off the retaliation we know we're about to get from the Imperium. So go ahead, demon, infest me or whatever the deal is. See, these things, they kind of creep up on you. It's not like, it's kind of like the current it's current. I'll stop. I'll leave politics out of it. But it's just like kind of slowly creeps on you. It's not just like it click overnight. They decide to go from hero to a traitor with spikes that are filleting their friends. It's a slow process. They slowly get corrupted over time, and they slowly decide, hey, you know what? Since we're going to get screwed by the Imperium anyway, let's embrace the Dark Gods and get some extra fighting power and have a better chance of fighting the Imperium off. So a lot of times that's what's going on. It's kind of an interesting thing. It's kind of the evil or chaos is kind of like more of a disease than anything else. So these guys start off thinking, hey, I'm fighting for the Imperium, and that's what you get. You rip your arm off. Oh man, I have to stop the video. But yeah, so they start out loyal in most cases, and they slowly get corrupted. Some of these guys are born onto chaos worlds, so worlds that are already corrupted or unloyal, and then they come out born looking like this handsome gentleman back here with the big fancy teeth and pretty face. But that's my explanation. Overall, this guy is pretty great. I've seen his predecessors. These guys, they all came out together, but I couldn't get a hold of him until just recently. So articulation's great. I mean, in my opinion, anyway, they got double jointed elbows. We got some wrist swivel here. The head, you can look left, right. Well, him left, so he can look a little bit up, a little bit down. He can swing his arm around. As you saw earlier, his arms pop off pretty easy. His waist, you can pop his waist off pretty easy, and you can put them back together with a little bit of force. But as far as like a quick explanation of what he is, in my opinion, he's very similar to both these guys, kind of a hybrid. I was actually surprised and happy about the fact they gave him his own hands. You'd expect his hands to be the same color as this guy, since he's already holding something. I just figured they'd restamp the same hands, but he's actually got a black hand, like his brethren back there. So this is a unique hand right here. So, great. I mean, it's cool. His gun is unique to him. His Imperial counterpart, or whatever enemy, has a black pistol with a silver holster. This guy has a tan-colored pistol with a black holster and a black barrel. He's also got this bone. I mean, again, this is like, I guess, brown-colored, bone-colored weapon for hacking, hack weapon. To be fair, I'd put my money on the Imperial version of that any day. Having the chainsword version is pretty good, but having a swinging nasty weapon like this is kind of cool too. As far as the figure goes, he is basically the exact, as far as I can tell anyway, he is the exact same as this gentleman here. Only difference is the hand. So he's got a gripping hand. He's got I'm gonna hold this rifle type of hand, and then the face, obviously. So in the face, it's actually different. I wasn't, from the pictures, I was thinking it could almost, I didn't look at it really hard. I was thinking, oh, you just put the face of this guy on there and swap some hands around, and you basically get a third figure out of it. But no, they did a unique sculpt for this, which is cool. Different from the one that we have back here. Again, so quick explanation. I mean, quick look at the articulation here. Again, we got. I don't want to put Why is it not bending? I just opened it a few minutes ago, so sorry again. But his toe does bend. Takes a little bit of work. Hopefully I didn't just break him. He does have some ankle movement here. Double jointed knees, so you can get some good kickball action here if you're into that. Again, arms, pretty good articulation here. Double jointed elbows. Looks a little bit goofy here when you get really bent, but again, not too bad. Again, for how chunky these figures are, I think that's really good. A lot of detail. They did a great job. I wish I mentioned this in my last video, but with these things, you lose a lot of detail here. Like they could have, if they would have thrown another layer of one more coat of paint in here just to give a little more pop. Again, you kind of lose some of these details in here, and like the pouch, this strap here. If they would have done a whatever, whether it's the same brown here, throw it on there, it would have been a little nice, but that's okay. Again, for 20 bucks plus shipping, McFarlane, you had gouging, whatever, get you. But they look good. Again, for 20 bucks, I think I can't complain at all. These are great figures. I love them. Again, I hope McFarlane keeps making these. I'm expecting them to make more. I'm not sure if they'll make any more of the Darktide, but we'll see. I know the game just released a couple days ago. If not, maybe today they released. So hopefully that does well and inspires more of these things being purchased. But I'm really more excited about the regular Warhammer figures coming back. So I'm thinking they're going to make some more Space Marines and other Xenos figures from the universe of Warhammer 40,000. But that's about all I have for you. Again, appreciate you watching. Hopefully you get your own one of these figures and from the website before you go and pay extra from the eBay scalpers out there. Please check out some of my other stuff. And as a quick reminder, every time I get a like, subscribe, comment, every time I get one of those, it gives me inspiration to make more of these videos. I know it seems silly, but it's life is busy. I got 3 kids. Not trying to beg, but I need an excuse to do something other than, well, whatever, some of my bad habits. So give me a like, subscribe, comment. I know I'm getting, some of my friends are giving me shit. Don't beg for subscriptions or likes. But I know, just giving you a heads up. That's why I ask, because it just motivates me. Every time I get a like, subscribe, or a comment, it makes me like, oh, I'm going to jump back downstairs and neglect my kids, make another video. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.
Very good, very good. And right here, looking right there. I'm not even looking. Oh, you're wicked. You got your mojo working overtime, darling. Yeah. Look, I'm not even. No, it's not working.